Hello and welcome to more post-recording commentary because I forgot to hit the record button. So, what I was talking about last time was, that didn't look good. What I was talking about last time was that, so I ranted about Sword and Shield for a long time. And you know, you can agree with me or disagree with me, but if you disagree, I really want to know why. Because you know, the more that I think about it, the angrier I get. And it's just, it's an important topic, at least for me, to discuss. Oh wow, look at this. Jeez. So I guess what I need to talk about now is kinda like the future of this, because we've got a couple of things planned after my PC upgrade, which won't be too drastic. It'll basically just be new case, motherboard, and maybe a new CPU. And then after that, it'll be much better, not only for recording but also for PC gaming. And I think that'll be quite. Look at that! I didn't even realize that she was walking there. I thought she was floating. Oh, the fucking ads in this fight drive me insane. So what was I saying? Yeah, so it definitely warrants discussion, and you can defend Sword and Shield, and I'll listen to you, because I definitely want more reasons to be excited for it, because I'm not seeing many. So I guess the next thing that I really want to talk about is yeah, so the future. There's a couple of projects that I have, or a couple of Let's Plays that I have lined up. So Dwarf Fortress, Dead Space, and I definitely want to be less of a solo channel, because I don't think that I personally can do it. And watching back on the solo episodes, I definitely see more. It's not as interesting to watch, and that's a shame, because I really want it to be. I want it to be interesting, and I want it to be entertaining, because that's the whole reason I do it. So I guess the upshot of that is, I know that what I need is a proper co-host. Like, I can have guests, and like, playing with Zara is a lot of fun, playing with Angus is a lot of fun, but I don't think they can really be consistent co-hosts, if that makes sense. And because of that, oh my god. Riggedy riggedy wrecked, son. Like, the channel's not going anywhere. If you enjoy the solo episodes, because they're, they're less funny and more just me talking about shit. So if you enjoy the solo episodes, then let me know. Because, that feedback's also important. So, I guess what I need to sort out now is, the kind of logistics of finding a comedy partner. Because I can be really funny with friends, but who is another story. And I loved the multiple series that I did with Lee, like Dark Souls, like some of the Dark Souls episodes I still watch and I still laugh at because they're just so fucking funny. I think, if in a perfect world I'd do this with Lee, but the distance makes it very difficult. We've been trying to, we've said multiple times, like, oh, we'll do something on Discord, or we'll do something on Skype, or like we've tried, and then like the scheduling doesn't work, or because Lee is a touring musician, and he's barely ever at home, so yeah, it's just hard. The other thing is that I was thinking about doing a bit more in-depth things. So the Let's Plays would stay. And what I would do as well, or kind of as a parallel to, is that, after I complete a series or with games that I've played before, I would do a bit more of an in-depth review. Like actual editing and like an intro and all that kind of like stuff that like a quote-unquote pro YouTube channel would have. So it's, and it's difficult for me to, because I also don't have a lot of time. I'm a full-time uni student. I'm a maths major. It's not going to be easy, but the more that I think about it, the more I want to, have an actual listenable opinion without watching a 40-minute video. You know what I mean? Like, and the first thing that I was really thinking about reviewing, because we played it on the channel and I didn't get to talk about it because we were too busy fucking around, and that was Skyrim. So I really want to go in depth on why I very much dislike Skyrim. And other video games. Why I like them, why I don't. I think it would be... Oh yeah, this is me getting Emma drunk. So... I've been thinking about doing it for a little while. The kind of more in-depth reviews. And with that kind of like scripted, that kind of scripted video, you know, with high quality production, and lots of points that, you know, it won't just be a stream of consciousness. I think they'll be much easier to digest, maybe. So, you know, once again, if you are interested in that kind of thing, then let me know. It's possible that it would be on like a sub channel or like a side channel. So it'd be, you know, like Xander reviews or something like that, or maybe even like a series that happens in this channel, that is like separate from the Let's Play side of it. This is just me thinking about things, like the future of this channel, because I really want to keep going. It's a lot of fun making these videos, and I want to keep going. And I think that a more focused and produced series would be a good way to not only garner more attention for the other side of the thing, the other side of the channel, but you know, it's a good way for me to have a cohesive way for me to get my opinions out there, and I hope that you guys that are currently subscribed will appreciate that as well. So this is it's interesting, you know. I've been trying to sort out what to do for a while now. You know, this channel has been on a hiatus for a little bit while I've been working on uni things. And you know, it's just hard to know where to go sometimes. Because I don't really have anyone in the YouTube sphere that I could talk to about it. You know, I don't, like, I can be involved in some YouTuber communities, like, you know, I'm on the Blue Lizard Yellow and Paragon Discords, but and it's you know, those are YouTubers that I respect a lot, because they, you know, they have actively tried to build a community that is based around supporting other content creators, and that's really special. I don't see many other content creators doing that at all, really. At least in terms, because Game Grumps is also a you know, it's one of my old favorites, and they have always supported other content creators in a really meaningful way, either like the animators that they get to do the Game Grumps animateds, or even like guests on the show. Like I don't know a whole bunch of the people that they get for guest spots, but it's you know, it's a really cool thing to see. And I'm not saying, you know, that, oh, fucking, I want to go on Game Grumps and plug my own shit. No. It's just a really cool thing to see that even when channels get big, they can still have the kind of community aspect to what they do, which I think is really important. That fucking grab. Even just looking at this boss, or this mini boss now, infuriates me. Like, I'm reasonably good at it now. But it drives me insane. So, because that grab is just fucking obnoxious. So, what else do I need to talk about? You know, okay, so I'm still gonna work towards getting Leon for maybe the finish of the Dark Souls SL1, and probably another series. It'll be difficult, but I think we can do it. Lee has a Switch, so if he gets Pokemon, then, you know, we might be able to do a Pokemon co-op run or something like that. So, I guess we'll see, because there's a lot of exciting things that can happen here, and so we just need to figure out kind of the future of where this video making thing is gonna go. I have my doubts as to whether it can ever be monetized. I think the Let's Play channel community is a bit too saturated. So and especially with YouTube the way it is now, it's going to be quite difficult to find any kind of success, or even like mild popularity with YouTube the way it is right now. So that's fine. Like, as long as I can keep making videos and keep having fun, then that's the only important thing to me. Like, it'd be nice, you know, if I could make like a couple bucks on this shit, but you know, it's been a year or two or whatever, and I only have 50 subs, so we'll see. If I can, you know, start garnering more support with the more high production shit, then that would be good. Oh, fuck you. God. Oh wow, I got grabbed again. That's a surprise. It's literally just me dying over and over to this guy. Like, ugh, Jesus. And that's with 3 attack upgrades from the last time I fought him. Fuck. So, I guess what we need to... I guess what I need to do as like a community organizer is, 1, kill my fucking cat, because she is so loud. I don't know if you can hear her. Probably not, because the mic is a bit too directional, I think, for that. And there's also a closed door in the way. I think I need to involve the community more. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how that would work. But it's, you know, this is important to me, and I hope that the people that enjoy watching my dumb shit will also want to get involved. So we'll see, I guess. So what? Ah, that's the thing that I need to talk about. So my video game collection has been piling up, and with the amount of time that I have not been able to play everything. So I think over the summer holidays that what I want to do, Jesus, that what I want to do, especially because I'll have a lot more free time than I do now, is really dedicate like a solid month to just playing through every game that I haven't done. So, you know, things like, you know, I have fucking God of War, I haven't touched it. Spider-Man, haven't touched it. Fucking Witcher, haven't touched it. Like, so many good games that I just have no idea about. I just, you know, I heard the hype, I heard they were awesome, and then, you know, picked them up and never played them. So, is this the fight that I beat him? He's kicking my ass right now. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's not the fight that I beat him. Why did I keep that entire fight in? Okay, whatever. So... what? Yeah, so... I want to play... You know, I want to play through God of War. I want to play through Spider-Man. I want to... like... The Witcher 3. Like, so many fucking games that... you know, people in the communities that I'm a part of have hyped me up over for ages. Ages. Like, so fucking long. The amount of people that have told me to play The Witcher 3 alone is ridiculous. And, you know, it's... you know, I need to finish Bloodborne for the channel, at least. I've finished it many times. Because it's my favorite game. So... oh, jeez. Look at that. Wow, did you see that? I fucking schooled him! Wow, that's disgusting. Did you see that? Did you see that fucking hitbox? That's gross. That's absolutely gross. So, yeah, finish a whole bunch of games. Probably do some of them for the channel, not all. Like, I can't imagine doing a full playthrough of The Witcher 3. Like, any fucking sandbox game, I probably won't do for the channel, just because, like, you know, it'd be like 100 half-hour episodes, and fucking no one wants that. And, you know, like, why, you know, because I've been reading a lot, especially recently with, the, what was it? It was like a web, like an essay that, what's his name? Mike Spencer? Mike Spencer? Is that his name? Something Spencer. Well, Spencer something. It's probably not Mike Spencer. The CEO of Xbox, you know what I'm talking about. So, he wrote an essay about the inclusivity of gaming, and that's a topic that's really important to me, because you know we've been kind of, oh jeez. Wow, do I really get him here? Do I really get him here? Holy shit! Do I get him with 0 health? Nah, never mind. He made, or he wrote a video essay, which I'll probably link in the description, that was talking about the inclusivity of gaming and why it's important to be inclusive. I know it makes sense to him from a business perspective to be inclusive with games, because, you know, he can make more money off it. But, wow, I got him! I got him! Oh, wow. Look how fucking close I was to die. Oh, that's so good. That's satisfying to watch even now. I hate that fucking mini-boss. So, you know, it's important to me because I have, you know, as a straight white guy, I don't have any direct stakes in it. But with a lot of friends that are like people of color or women or gay or, you know, any part of the LGBTI community. It's really important for me that games are inclusive and also representative, because it's important to them and they're my friends. And so, you know, there was, so when, at the time of this recording, we've just had the announcement of, what's her name? Halle Bailey? I can't remember her name. But she was just announced as Ariel, which is awesome. Like, I protest against live action remakes of Disney movies as a principle, because the animation is almost certainly better, or at least it has been historically. At this point in time, there's been The Jungle Book, fucking The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, like so many of these games that, or not these games, these movies that have been just fucking woeful in comparison. And it's, you know, it's important to remember that, you know, it may not be important to me that, oh jeez, what the fuck was I doing there? It may not be important to me directly that, you know, a black girl is playing Ariel. You know, the nostalgia goggles kind of trigger, and I say, oh, well, I always thought of Ariel as a redhead, but that's how she was portrayed in a comic from the fucking 90s, you know what I mean? Like, that was 20 years ago. And I think it's time that this kind of, like, white-centric idea of these Disney movies is thrown by the wayside, because that's not how reality is. Reality doesn't have all of these, you know, like all of these stories happening that are exclusively happening to white people. That just, it doesn't happen. So it's important to have that representation, not only for it to be more realistic in a societal way, but also because, you know, I always had that representation because I was a little ginge growing up. I was a little ginge. And so I always had, oh wow, you know, Ariel has the same color hair as me. But because I'm already, as a white guy, already extremely overrepresented in media. Extremely. And you know, you can argue about that all the time. Like, are we really the minority for a Hollywood movie that's based in America? So it's like we have these ridiculous people that are saying horrible things because there's a black girl that was playing an originally white character. And it's just, it's not okay. Like, the more you think about it, the less okay it is. Number one, because she's a fucking fictional character. Like, she doesn't exist. She's not around. She's a fucking mermaid! She's not around to say, oh, well, actually, I'm white. That's not how this works. She's a mermaid in a fairy tale. So, you know, the only justification that you could have for wanting a white Ariel is because you're a racist. That's it. That's the only reason. Like, I don't think that is such an insane suggestion. I don't. The more that I read about the kind of people that are, you know, speaking out against this fucking, you know, this quote-unquote travesty or whatever the fuck. Like, all these horrible people are... Why are you... Okay. Oh, wow. He just blew my fucking head off. You know, all these people that are protesting against this movie are not the kind of people that you'd really want to associate with anyway. They're just horrible. And it's so frustrating to see happen because, you know, there's a little girl out there in a black community, or, you know, she's just a little black girl out there that is so happy. You know, she's so happy because, you know, there's a cool, like, a mermaid princess who's out there, like, on the big screen, that she can say, she looks like me. And then this wonderful thing happens to her. You know, the representation is really important. So, I think that's where the episode ends. Yeah, it is. So, I just want to say thank you for listening to me talk about a whole bunch of random bullshit for half an hour. The next episode is obviously going to be, watch as you stare into infinity. So the next episode is obviously going to be back to the original timeline, I guess. Just like me talking about random shit as I play the game. Thank you for watching. I will remember that this is what I talked about in this episode, though. So if you want to give me comments regarding this episode specifically, then don't worry about it, sounding weird in the continuity of the shit, because I know, and you know. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you, well, not in the next one in this series, but later.